It's not what happens to you, but how you react to it that matters. That single truth, whispered through time by Napoleon Hill, holds the secret to how destinies are broken, rewritten, and reborn. Because life doesn't come at us with fairness. It comes with fire, with silence, with moments that shatter what we thought we knew. But hear this, it's not the storm that defines you. It's who you become when the sky breaks open. In the quiet depths of your life, beyond the noise, beyond the drama, something else is always at work, your power to choose your response. Not the headlines of your life, but the footnotes, the small decisions made in the dark. That's where transformation truly begins. Remember Viktor Frankl, stripped of everything, freedom, family, future, yet he discovered a force the world couldn't touch. His response. Inside the horrors of a concentration camp, he didn't just survive. He found meaning, purpose, proof that reaction is more powerful than circumstance. Think about that. Even in hell, he chose hope. While surrounded by death, he chose life because no one could take away his inner freedom. You and I, we may never face that kind of darkness, but we will face loss, failure, silence, rejection. And when those moments come, and they will, the only thing that matters is what you do next. Will you crumble and confirm your fears? Or will you rise, respond, and rewrite the narrative? Events are inevitable. Life will hit. But it's not the hit that breaks us, it's the meaning we give it. You've already been through storms. The question is, did you come out bitter, or did you come out braver? Because every reaction is a vote for who you believe you are, for who you're becoming. You may not control the wind, but you can adjust your sails. And that choice? That's everything. So the next time life shakes your world, don't ask, why me? Ask instead, what will I choose to become because of this? Because the moment you stop being a victim of circumstances and become a master of response, the entire game changes. Not just for today, but for the rest of your life. So many of us feel trapped in a cycle of helplessness, where frustration builds like a storm cloud, leaving us stagnant and exhausted. Imagine someone dwelling endlessly on a failed relationship, replaying the pain instead of learning from it, and watching opportunities for growth slip away. This focus on external events breeds regret and blame, turning what could be a turning point into a dead end. Yet, there's a need for change, a shift from passive suffering to intentional responses that ignite our inner strength. Reacting poorly, through avoidance or negativity, only perpetuates defeat, while choosing to respond with resilience opens doors to success and fulfillment. Have you ever let a setback define you, feeling the weight of it crush your spirit? True control lies not in the circumstances, but in our mindset, empowering us to rise above the chaos. But first, let's explore why we often react in ways that hold us back, entangled in patterns that dim our potential. One major barrier is waiting for the right circumstances, believing that only when things calm down can we truly respond. This mindset tricks us into inaction, as life rarely offers perfect moments, leading to missed opportunities and prolonged pain. We've all been there, holding back until conditions are ideal, only to watch time slip away like sand through our fingers. Another pitfall is the failure to decide on a response, where overthinking paralyzes us, even when we know a problem needs addressing. Picture avoiding a difficult conversation out of fear, letting the issue fester and grow until regret becomes your constant companion. Indecisiveness chains us to the spot, turning potential progress into a cycle of second guessing and hesitation. Then there's fear and uncertainty, emotions that loom like shadows, preventing us from reacting effectively to life's challenges. Fear of judgment or anxiety about outcomes can create a self-fulfilling prophecy where we expect defeat and invite it in. It's like staring at a locked door, too afraid to turn the knob, and missing the world on the other side. These barriers make us feel understood in our struggles, but recognizing them is the first step to breaking free. Now that we've uncovered these obstacles, let's turn to the solution: embracing immediate and positive reactions that spark real change. The power of action-oriented reactions lies in responding quickly, even if imperfectly, turning rejection into a stepping stone for growth. For instance, when a dream job slips away, reacting with determination to learn and apply can open entirely new doors. This swift response creates energy, building momentum that propels us forward rather than leaving us stuck. Building decisiveness means making clear, firm choices in the moment, like reframing a setback as a challenge worth tackling. Try pausing to assess your emotions before reacting, ensuring your response is thoughtful yet swift, like a well-aimed arrow. Right now, think of a recent challenge. What's one small way you can react differently to shift the outcome? Practicing the first step is about starting immediately, perhaps by journaling about an event to process it positively and build confidence. Even in imperfect conditions, taking that initial action breaks the cycle of inertia, lighting the path to resilience. By overcoming these initial hurdles, you can master your reactions for good, transforming fear into fuel. Now, let's delve into overcoming hesitation and fear, facing them head on to unlock your true potential. Confronting fear directly, through deliberate reactions like addressing a conflict, diminishes its hold over time. Avoidance only amplifies anxiety, like a whisper that grows into a roar, but facing it head on quiets the storm. Exercises like exposure techniques can help, gradually building your tolerance so fears lose their power. Learning through setbacks is key. Failures aren't endpoints, but teachers that guide us toward mastery. When you react to a setback with curiosity, analyzing what went wrong and adapting, you turn defeat into a foundation for success. Think of athletes who turn losses into comebacks, using each fall as a lesson to rise stronger. Fear is like a wave. Ride it, don't drown in it, and watch as it carries you to new heights. With fear managed, the next step is cultivating self-discipline, the true engine that sustains positive reactions. Discipline isn't about fleeting willpower. It's the steady force that outlasts emotions, enabling reliable responses to life's ups and downs. Frame it as your personal engine, driving growth even when motivation wanes, like a compass in a storm. Building positive habits starts with routines like daily reflection, where you review events and choose constructive reactions. Incorporate mindfulness exercises to stay grounded, or set reaction-based goals, such as responding calmly to stress. Step by step, integrate these into your life. Begin with 5 minutes of journaling each morning to set your reactive tone. Over time, these habits become second nature, turning discipline into your greatest ally. Remember, discipline isn't about perfection. It's about showing up, day after day, to react with intention. Armed with this foundation, let's align your reactions with a clear vision, guiding you toward lasting progress. Goals act as a compass for your reactions, defining a vision like, I want to be resilient in the face of adversity, to direct your choices. This clarity transforms reactive behaviors into proactive strategies, ensuring every response moves you closer to your dreams. For example, if your goal is to handle criticism gracefully, plan specific reactions, like pausing to breathe before replying. Teach yourself to set specific, reaction-focused goals by breaking them into steps. Identify triggers, plan responses, and track your progress. Tools like vision boards or journals can visualize these goals, making them tangible and motivating. What vision do you have for your reactions? Picture it now and let it inspire your daily choices. Stories of transformation, like someone turning a career setback into a thriving business through focused reactions, show the power of this approach. Now, let's bring it all together, reaffirming the core idea that shapes our journey. At the heart of it all, it's not the events that determine our outcomes, but how we react to them, echoing Napoleon Hill's enduring truth. Your reactions are the hidden forces that mold your relationships into bonds of strength, your dreams into realities, and your fears into mere whispers. Motivation and growth follow from these choices, not from the circumstances themselves, proving that you hold the pen to your story. As we wrap up, remember that every moment is a chance to react with power and purpose. Urge yourself to apply these principles immediately. Face your next challenge with one small, positive step. Today, choose to respond with resilience, turning what could be a stumble into a stride forward. Let this be the day you seize control, reacting not out of habit, but out of intention and strength. In your relationships, let empathy guide your reactions, fostering deeper connections even in conflict. For your dreams, react with persistence, viewing obstacles as invitations to innovate and achieve. And with your fears, respond with courage, shrinking them through action until they fade. Ongoing self-reflection is your tool. Make it a ritual to review your reactions and refine them. You've uncovered the barriers, embraced the solutions, and built the discipline. Now, it's time to live it. Imagine the freedom of knowing that no event can define you without your consent. Your reactions are your power. Seize it now and watch your life transform. As you move forward, carry this wisdom. In the face of any storm, your response is the light that guides you home. Let go of the weight of past reactions and step into a future where you thrive. Remember, it's not about perfection. It's about progress, one reaction at a time. Share this insight with others, sparking a ripple of change in your community. When doubt creeps in, revisit this message and react with the strength you've cultivated. You're not alone in this journey. Millions have transformed their lives through mindful responses. End today with a promise to yourself. I will react with intention, shaping my world anew. As we close, feel the empowerment rising within you, ready to face whatever comes next. Your story is yours to write. React wisely, and let it be one of triumph and unyielding spirit. It's not what happens to you, but how you react to it that matters, as Napoleon Hill wisely said. Think about Viktor Frankl, who endured the horrors of a concentration camp yet turned his suffering into a profound philosophy of purpose. Life throws challenges at us all, job losses, heartbreaks, or unexpected failures, but these events don't define us. Instead, it's our reactions that shape our path forward. Have you ever felt trapped in a cycle of blame, replaying a setback over and over in your mind? That frustration builds, leading to emotional exhaustion and missed opportunities for growth. Picture someone dwelling on a failed relationship, letting bitterness consume them instead of learning and moving on. This helplessness is common, but it's not inevitable. Reacting poorly, like avoiding the issue or spiraling into negativity, only perpetuates defeat. True control lies in your mindset, choosing to respond with resilience and intention. Shifting your focus from circumstances to reactions empowers you to reclaim your life. But first, let's explore why we often react in ways that hold us back. Many people wait for the perfect moment to respond, thinking, I'll deal with this once things calm down. This belief traps you in inaction, as life rarely offers ideal conditions. Missed opportunities pile up, turning small setbacks into overwhelming burdens. For instance, Delaying a career change after a layoff only prolongs your dissatisfaction. Indecisiveness worsens this, overthinking every possible outcome until you're paralyzed. Imagine avoiding a tough conversation with a friend, letting resentment fester and grow. That hesitation leads to regret and escalating problems you could have addressed head on. Fear plays a huge role too, with worries about judgment or failure holding you back. Past mistakes echo in your mind, creating a self-fulfilling prophecy of defeat. We've all been there, feeling that shadow of doubt creeping in during challenging times. But recognizing these barriers is the first step to breaking free. Now, let's turn to the solution: embracing immediate and positive reactions. The power of acting quickly can't be overstated. It generates momentum and turns negatives into positives. Take a rejection, for example. Instead of sulking, view it as a chance to learn and improve. This proactive approach builds resilience, opening doors you never expected. Building decisiveness means pausing to assess your emotions, then choosing a clear response. Don't wait for perfection. A thoughtful yet swift reaction is far better than endless deliberation. Start with something simple, like reframing a bad day as a temporary hurdle. Practicing the first step is key. React right away with a small action, even if it's just journaling your thoughts. Right now, think of a recent challenge. What's one way you can respond differently today? These immediate steps break the cycle of inertia, fueling your confidence to keep going. By overcoming the initial hurdles, you can master your reactions for good. Next, let's tackle overcoming hesitation and fear head on. Facing fear directly diminishes its hold. For instance, addressing a conflict instead of dodging it reduces anxiety over time. Avoidance only amplifies your worries, like a wave that grows when you turn away. Try exposure techniques such as gradually confronting small fears to build your tolerance. Setbacks, when met with curiosity, become valuable teachers rather than dead ends. Think of an athlete who loses a game but analyzes their performance and comes back stronger. Reacting with adaptation turns failures into stepping stones for mastery. Remember, every challenge is an opportunity to grow if you choose to engage with it. With fear managed, the next step is building the discipline to react consistently. Discipline is the true engine of effective reactions, outlasting fleeting emotions. It's not about being perfect. It's about showing up every day with intention. Start by incorporating simple routines, like daily reflection on your reactions to events. Mindfulness exercises, such as a 5-minute breathing practice, can help you stay centered. Set reaction-based goals, like responding calmly to stress, and track your progress over time. Begin small, perhaps dedicate the first 10 minutes of your morning to positive planning. Over weeks, these habits will transform how you handle life's ups and downs. Armed with discipline, let's align your reactions with a clear vision. Goals act as a guide, directing your responses toward personal growth and success. Define a vision, like becoming resilient in adversity, to turn reactive behaviors into proactive strategies. This clarity keeps you motivated, even when challenges arise. Break it down. Identify triggers that derail you, plan your responses, and monitor your improvements. Use tools like a vision board to visualize your goals, making them tangible and inspiring. For example, if public speaking terrifies you, set a goal to practice and react positively to nerves. These steps ensure your reactions support your broader aspirations. Now, let's bring it all together in our conclusion. Remember, it's not the events that determine your outcomes, but how you react to them. As Napoleon Hill reminded us, your responses hold the power to drive motivation and growth. You've learned to identify barriers, embrace action, overcome fear, build discipline, and set clear goals. Each of these elements empowers you to live with intention and resilience. So, take that first step today. React positively to your next challenge, no matter how small. Whether it's a minor annoyance or a major setback, choose to respond with strength and optimism. Start journaling, reach out for support, or simply pause and reframe your thoughts. Your reactions are your greatest power. Seize them now and watch your life transform. Keep reflecting on this principle daily, and you'll find yourself thriving amidst any storm. Thank you for joining this journey. Now, go forth and react with purpose. Remember, the choice is always yours. Welcome to this exploration of a timeless truth. It's not what happens to you, but how you react to it that matters, as Napoleon Hill wisely stated. Imagine Viktor Frankl in the depths of a concentration camp, transforming unimaginable suffering into a profound purpose through his response. Life throws curveballs at everyone, job losses, heartbreaks, failures, but these events don't define us. Our reactions do. Have you ever felt trapped in a cycle of blame and regret after a setback? Picture someone dwelling on a failed relationship, replaying the pain instead of learning from it and moving forward. This helplessness leads to emotional exhaustion, where frustration builds and opportunities slip away. Yet, reacting poorly, like avoiding the issue or succumbing to negativity, only perpetuates defeat. True power lies in choosing how we respond, turning challenges into catalysts for growth. By shifting our focus from circumstances to mindset, we reclaim control and build resilience. So, if you've ever let a setback define you, know that change is possible through intentional reactions. But first, let's delve into why we often react in ways that hold us back. One major barrier is waiting for the right circumstances before responding effectively. You might think, I'll deal with this once things calm down, but life rarely offers perfect moments. This mindset leads to missed opportunities as challenges pile up while you hesitate. For instance, after a job rejection, delaying your response means losing time to apply elsewhere. Indecisiveness is another culprit, where overthinking paralyzes you from making a move. Consider avoiding a difficult conversation with a friend, only for the issue to escalate and cause more regret. Fear and uncertainty amplify this problem, with worries about judgment or failure holding you back. Past failures can create a shadow of doubt, turning you reactive instead of proactive. We've all been there, feeling that fear like a heavy weight, preventing us from stepping forward. These barriers form a self-fulfilling prophecy where poor reactions reinforce more setbacks. Now that we've uncovered these obstacles, let's turn to the solution: immediate and positive reactions. The power of action-oriented responses lies in moving quickly, even if imperfectly, to generate momentum. For example, turning a rejection into a learning opportunity can open doors to new possibilities. When you react with positivity, you create energy that propels you forward. Building decisiveness means making clear decisions in the moment, like reframing a setback as a challenge. Try pausing to assess your emotions first, ensuring your response is thoughtful yet swift. Practicing the first step is key. React immediately with something small, like journaling about a recent event. Right now, think of a recent challenge. What's one small way you can react differently today? This breaks the cycle of inertia, building confidence with each proactive choice. By overcoming these initial hurdles, you can master your reactions for good. Next, let's focus on overcoming hesitation and fear to make positive reactions a habit. Facing fear head-on involves confronting it directly, such as addressing a conflict instead of avoiding it. Over time, this diminishes fear's power, turning anxiety into manageable energy. Contrast this with avoidance, which only amplifies worries and keeps you stuck. Try exercises like exposure techniques, gradually facing small fears to build tolerance. Learning through setbacks is equally vital. View failures as teachers, not endpoints. For instance, an athlete who loses a game can analyze what went wrong and adapt for the next one. Reacting with curiosity helps you grow, transforming defeats into steps toward mastery. Fear is like a wave. Ride it, don't drown in it, and you'll emerge stronger. With fear managed, the next step is building the discipline to react consistently. Discipline is the true key to effective reactions, outlasting temporary emotions and fostering reliability. Think of it as the engine of personal growth, powering your responses even on tough days. Without discipline, good intentions fade, but with it, you create a foundation for success. Building positive habits starts with routines like daily reflection on your reactions. Incorporate mindfulness exercises, such as a few minutes of deep breathing to center yourself. Set reaction-based goals, like responding calmly to stress, and track your progress over time. Start small. Dedicate 5 minutes each morning to journaling about potential challenges. Over weeks, these habits will make positive reactions second nature. Discipline isn't about being perfect. It's about showing up consistently, day after day. Armed with discipline, let's align your reactions with a clear vision and goals. Goals act as a guide directing your reactions toward broader aspirations, like becoming more resilient. With a clear vision, you turn reactive behaviors into proactive strategies for life. For example, if your goal is to handle adversity better, define how you'll react to future setbacks. This clarity maintains motivation, even when events feel overwhelming. Next steps for implementation include setting specific goals, like identifying triggers and planning responses. Use tools such as vision boards to visualize your desired reactions and track progress. Break it down. Start by listing 3 triggers, then outline positive responses for each. Journals can help you reflect and adjust, turning abstract ideas into concrete actions. What vision do you have for your reactions, resilience, positivity, or growth? By aligning reactions with goals, you create a roadmap for sustained progress. Now, let's bring it all together in our conclusion. To reaffirm, it's not the events that shape your life, but how you react to them that truly matters. As Napoleon Hill said, your responses hold the power to drive motivation and growth. Remember, every challenge is an opportunity if you choose to react with intention. We've explored the barriers, solutions, and habits that make this philosophy actionable. Now, it's your turn to apply these principles and transform your life. Today, choose to respond with resilience to your next challenge. Take that first small step. Whether it's reframing a failure or facing a fear, start now and build from there. Ongoing self-reflection will keep you on track, turning reactions into your greatest strength. You've got the tools. Seize this power and watch how it changes your world. In the face of any storm, remember, your reaction is your anchor. So, go forth with confidence, knowing that you control your narrative. Let this truth guide you. It's not what happens, but how you react. Embrace the journey, and may your responses lead to a life of purpose and fulfillment. Thank you for joining this reflection. Now, make it your reality. Your reactions are your power. Seize it now.